All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Alex from your Toxic Dating Coach. And today we're going to be talking about why people get back together. And we're going to be reviewing a video that explains how Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck got back together. And I'm going to be giving you guys my take on this. I'm primarily making this video to provide you guys with some interesting, unique contents for you guys, okay? And if you guys enjoy this kind of video, please let me know on the description down below. Pretty much the views that I get is going to tell me whether or not you guys enjoy this type of content. So we're going to explain to you guys why people get back together after the breakup as we watch this video, okay? I'm going to chime in throughout the whole video.
Jennifer is back again. Yes, you heard it right. One of the most iconic and powerful couples of the early 2000s, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are back together, and fans just can't keep calm about it. If you haven't heard much...
Yeah, I was seriously... It must fucking suck to be a woman in Hollywood. Because this is what women do. Women break up with people. Women get divorced. The problem is that J-Lo is more prominent with it. You know, it's like you can't make mistakes in private. And that's the beauty about being a normal citizen, is that you're able to make mistakes and nobody's going to be up your ass as much. But when you're somebody like her, everything you do is on the spotlight. And she asked for this because she's a celebrity, right? And maybe she didn't think about the consequences of being a celebrity. But at the end of the day, you can't find a happy relationship because you can't really focus on the person because you have noise around you. And that noise sometimes breaks you up. That's why a lot of bands who start together, who are best friends, end up breaking up because of all of the noise. Somebody there says one of the gang members, "You could do better on your own. They don't need you." And then the other member will hear the same from his fans. "You could do better on your own. They don't need you." And that causes envy and jealousy, and it causes bands to break up. So when your relationship is on the spotlight, it's naturally gonna have a shorter lifespan. I mean, it's just that simple. It's just naturally gonna have a shorter lifespan, which is the unfortunate part.
About the reunion of the duo, then don't worry, we have got you covered. We are here with every detail about this reunited love of Bennifer. Before moving forward with the video, do subscribe.
Bennifer? What the fuck? Ben and that Ben. Jesus Christ, these people, man.
Let's get started with today's video now. Back in 2002, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck were one of Hollywood's most admired couples. There was a period when the two couldn't stay away from each other, but things didn't go as they wanted, and they had...
I just think, man, a mistake that fell in love. We were excited, maybe too accessible, he clarified. I don't think either of us anticipated the degree to which it would take on the world of its own exactly. You know, and me, to be honest with you, I'm not a celebrity. I don't think myself as one, like, at all. And if you had to give me the choice of having money over being a famous person, I would have the money. You know, I'll have the money because the money will give you the privileges. Being famous is something you cannot take back. Being famous is something that once you're there, you're there. You are in the consciousness of people and you don't have a private life any fucking more. Plain and simple. And if you want to have a happy relationship, don't publicize it to everybody. Don't be talking about it to everybody. Let people find out on their own. Be more private about your relationships if you want them to work out better, because you feel that social pressure to make it work. And also on top of the fact that relationships who are in the public light tend to die quicker, they also tend to stick longer than it should, simply because out of shame of having to admit to the other people that it didn't work out. Because there's an element of being embarrassed when you divorce somebody. There's an embarrassment aspect because people will fucking judge you. Loser ass people.
Apart painfully. Now that they're back and seeing each other after years later, fans can't help but admire them. News of the duo's reunion began to stir things up shortly after Jennifer Lopez broke up with her partner, former baseball star Alex Rodriguez, some time ago. Shortly after they broke up, she was spotted with her ex, Ben Affleck, in Montana.
Yo, she was like, yo, and let me tell you something, man. It wasn't just all of a sudden she hit him up. No. Women always have a replacement ready. She had Ben Affleck batting up next a few months ago. She was already unhappy a few months ago. Women know when a relationship is gonna end because they start flirting more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see this more often with women than men. In terms of right after they're done with the person, they find somebody else instantly. You usually see that with women.
Hannah, 17 years after she and the actress broke up. While the news came as a shock to some, it seemed like a long-awaited dream come true for others. There was also a group of people who weren't surprised or excited by the news, but instead saw it coming. While J-Lo seems to have quickly moved on from her breakup with Alex Rodriguez, it would be much more surprising if
Yeah, most likely, when a woman breaks up with you and she gets over you quickly, it just meant she was the one. She was over it already. She was over it already, you know?
And moved on with someone without a past. And because Bennifer has a history together, hence, a lot of concerned people seem to understand this decision. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck were said to be engaged back in 2002, but things didn't work out at the time, and the pair ended up going their separate ways.
And that's really sad right there. It must be. I never got engaged, you know. I never had a long-term relationship, and so I never had to deal with like public breakups. But I can only imagine the embarrassment, because it is an embarrassing aspect it's one thing to break up with somebody having to tell people, you know, after all of your profile pictures were together, after you guys went on vacation, and after people knew you not just as an individual but as the couple, and then you had them, and then you got to break up with them. It's a little weird. But then put on top of an engagement, it's a little bit more embarrassing, without a doubt.
Although they parted their ways, there were enough signs over the years that suggested that both lovers didn't move on from each other. For instance, in her 2014 memoir, True Love, Lopez described her breakup with Affleck as her first true heartbreak in her life. I felt like my heart had been ripped out of my chest, he wrote. People do a lot of things to numb themselves at moments like this. Some do drugs, some drink, and some go out and party. To help heal her broken heart, she searched for comfort in another person. On Hustlers player Mark Anthony.
Well, it's still the same shit. People are drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, people in general are drugs in a way. You know, they stimulate us. You feel that rush of dopamine. You feel that surge of what's it called? Not insulin. Fucking A. What's that chemical in our body? Cortisol. When you're not around them, which causes you to feel stressed. Similar shit that you see with drugs. You know, generally speaking, one of the best ways when you break up with somebody is just to work on yourself by meditation, constant meditation, seeing a therapist, and just talking it out. Like, sometimes you might even need a month, you know, but just being able to talk it out and release all of those frustrations. And that's why I highly advise people, if you get dumped, thrown to the curb, kicked out the house and shit, one of the best things is just to talk it out with somebody. Find a therapist for at least a month and just talk it out. You'd be surprised how quickly you get over the person if you're able to do that. But going and finding somebody else, this is what tends to happen. You're either going to gravitate towards somebody that reminds you of your ex, which causes you to make the mistake, or you gravitate towards the opposite, which causes you to find different problems. None of the decisions you're making come from rational thinking, come from a conscious decision to date a specific person. These are all emotional reactions which will keep you in that pattern. And the only way for you to make such a rational decision is to work on yourself through meditation, through mindfulness, and you'll naturally find that person that's good for you without you finding them because you are a slave to your own patterns.
Married in 2004 and welcomed twins Emmy and Max, who are now 13 years old. The musical couple separated in 2011 after 7 years of marriage and legally divorced in 2014.
And let me tell you something, man, this is normal. I mean, what the fuck do you guys expect from this woman? It's normal for people to get divorced. It's just her life is more in the public eye. But this is very normal. Humans are not meant to be together forever. If you're together forever, that means you dealt with a lot of bullshit and you compromised a lot. But humans are not naturally meant to be together forever.
After that, Lopez also married Eugenie Noah and Chris Judd, none of which worked. She had recently split from Alex Rodriguez after getting engaged. While on the other side of the road, the Good Will Hunting actor was previously married to Jennifer Garner. The former couple announced their separation in 2015 and finalized their divorce 3 years later. Thinking about it from the perspective of fans, it feels so unfair that two people who were so close to getting married at one point had to wait 17 years.
But as you can see, it's all about chance. This is all about chance. Luck has a lot to do with you finding people, you finding the right person. Because maybe you could have found your soulmate yesterday, but your soulmate decided to get together, decided to stay together with his ex. A lot of it comes down to just luck, and some people just have bad luck. Sometimes it's not your fault why your relationships don't work out, right? But if you don't see if you take it as a personal thing, and you assume that the reasons that they don't work out is because of you, which sometimes it is, then you're gonna feel like the victim and you're gonna keep repeating those same mistakes. Sometimes it's just bad luck. It's just that simple. Sometimes you're just not lucky.
To finally realize that they are meant to be together. However, the silver lining is here, that they are finally back together, and now they are more sure about each other than they were ever before. Back in the 2000s, when Ben and Jennifer were in love, they got engaged and even declared their wedding, although things didn't go their way and they had to first postpone the marriage and then call it off. It wasn't like they were silent about the reasons to call off the occasion, it's just that they gave out statements a little later. In their statements, they said that, due to the excessive media attention surrounding our wedding, we have decided to postpone the date. When we found ourselves seriously contemplating hiring 3 separate decoy brides at 3 different locations, we realized that something was awry.
Yeah. See that shit? Like, that's the cost of fame when you gotta have 3 decoy weddings like you're Osama bin Laden. Like, that's some crazy shit right there. Imagine that you gotta resort to that. No privacy. How can the relationship work when it's constantly being barraged by people? That's the cost of fame, man. You're not a normal person anymore. Your life is not normal. You're not going to be a normal person anymore. You're going to be a slave to the people. And if you're a woman, it's even worse. Because women don't take criticism as much as men do in terms of the looks. And when it comes to celebrities, you're always being criticized by how you look and by your relationships. And with men, it's okay for men in Hollywood to fuck around and to fuck as many women as they want and to marry, get divorced, married. You know, it's a little bit more acceptable. But for women, for some reason, this is a double standard. And women can't make as many, or are not socially, it's not socially acceptable to make as many mistakes as men do.
We began to feel that the spirit of what should have been the happiest day of our lives could be compromised. We felt what should have been a joyful and sacred day could be spoiled for us, our families, and our friends. It seems like 2 people dealing with the same problems at a similar stage of life got lucky enough to have got each other. And this time, both of them are making every possible effort to make the relationship work. Ben is showing as much commitment as he could just to spend more time with Jennifer. On the other hand, Jennifer also seems to like his company, if during her fitness sessions. Affleck and Lopez recently pictured kissing over
Christ, bro. This is some like voyeurism type of shit. My lord, I mean, they even got the grainy behind the bushes type of fucking photos. Like, where is this guy? Is he behind the bushes and shit? Like, just like getting comfortable. Like, this is some creepy shit, man.
Dinner at a restaurant in Malibu. Moreover, there are several photos of the couple making themselves comfortable during what appeared to be a family reunion.
Is so creepy, man.
The celebratory dinner was for the 50th birthday of Jennifer Lopez's sister Linda. Well, at one point, the couple was busy looking deep into each other's eyes. In another image, circling the lovebirds.
You're with somebody and you know people are fucking taking photos of you, man. That is fucking crazy, man. You can't just bang at the beach anymore. You can't have no freaky public sex. You're gonna be looked at.
Were captured whispering sweet words into each other's ears.
During menopause, estrogen drops.
That is insane, man. That is insane. That is insane.
Of constant rumors and trips between Miami and Los Angeles, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck confirmed their relationship 2.0 with a hot kiss shared between the couple during a family get-together. As per the photos and video obtained by Page 6, Jennifer shared sweet, romantic kisses, while Ben even stroked Jennifer's neck and even said in her ear that instantly made her smile.
Ooh.
It has been reported that
what was he like? What was he like? Yo, you want that bent dick, don't you, girl? Oh, Mark, I mean, oh, Ben. Like, the fuck? Like, that is creepy as shit, man.
Were in touch even before the birthday dinner occasion. For instance, in early May, Lopez and Affleck were spotted in Montana on a romantic getaway. Not only this, but Ben and Jen spent several days together in Montana, which was kind of the beginning of their rekindled relationship. They were just there, both on vacation together. Big Sky is a special place for Ben, and with Jen on his side, he looked very happy to share his favorite place with his favorite person. Another revelation from TMZ also came out that said J-Lo and Affleck's reconciliation had been brewing for a while. Both of them had been in contact.
Exactly. You don't just get with somebody as soon as you break up with somebody. That's just not how it works. Generally speaking, when you're back together after so many years, in my opinion, I think it could work out. I think it could work out. It's not like they broke up last 3 years ago, now they're back together. There's something about the fact that it took 17 years that gives a feeling of faith to this relationship. And most likely it will work out, if you ask me. Most likely it will work out, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. That is kind of nice. I mean, Father Alex is sentimental. You know, it's actually kind of nice that they got back together.
For months via email. Their correspondence dated back to early February. It's been out that Affleck's emails were not only friendly, but more affectionate and keen on Jen. The emails had the quality of a love letter to them. Looking at the pictures capturing Ben and Jen together, one can easily guess that things are going pretty well for the couple. Ben is happy to be a part of her life in Miami, where they spend a lot of time at home, being low-key and relaxing together. The couple was
Jesus Christ, they even take photos of them in the balcony? Yo, man. Like, no privacy.
Going to the gym together. A source told Entertainment Tonight that the couple shared a kiss as they worked out together. The source added that Lopez and Affleck weren't trying to hide their relationship at the gym. Apart from that, days after their debut in their relationship, Affleck spent the night at Lopez's in Los Angeles.
All right, I get it. They're back together. Okay. All right, people. Okay. All right. Let's go back to this. There you go. I wish him the best. You know, honestly, I do wish him the best. If you ask me, I think it will work out simply because they just haven't been together in 17 years and now they're back together. Like, it's just that simple. That's pretty much the only reason what I would think of, because they're different people. And it's like getting back with an old friend. So I wish them luck. Let me know if there's any other videos you guys want me to review similar to this. I'm here to provide you guys advice, which, I'm just a regular guy, but you guys enjoy it. Not professional advice, but toxic advice. And let me know what other videos you guys want me to review next by commenting below, okay? All right, guys, stay toxic. This is Alex, your toxic dating coach.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get out. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women of power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you can pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.